Hello people, this is Code Grind, and in today's video we'll be creating a clear input field text functionality. We'll be giving it to our input field using vanilla JavaScript. It is a very easy thing to do and a very essential thing as well. So let me type anything over here, and when I click on this cross icon, all the text goes away. It is removed, and we can type new text over here, and we can do it as many times as we want. So this is what we'll be creating in today's video. So let's get straight into it. So here I've got this basic HTML layout. I have linked two external CSS files. This one is in which we'll be doing the styling part for this project, and this input.css file is the one where I have written the code for animating the input field, the animation that you must have seen in the preview. So if you want to learn how to give that animation, then you can go to the description for the link of the video I created on it, and you can also click on the link above. But I won't be discussing about it in this video. I have just provided it with the link, and I will be using appropriate classes to provide input field with that animation. Now I have also a link for this Font Awesome website from where you can get different icons. There are approximately 1600 free icons. You can get any one of them, and it is completely free of cost. We will be using the cross icon from Font Awesome only. So let's get started with our HTML part. First of all, a div with the class of container, then our heading. So this is the usual thing which we do in every project. Clear input field using vanilla JavaScript. Yeah, so this will be our heading. Okay, and then we'll have our input field inside a div with the class input. And here I am going to use a class input group. So this input group class is actually defined in this input.css file. So this will provide it with this animation. We just need the input type is equal to text, name, let's give it name, and same with the id, a placeholder name, and then we'll have our label. We want it for our name. So this for and the id of the input field should always match, otherwise it won't work. This is a very basic thing to know. Yeah, so we have got our heading. Now let's fetch the icon from Font Awesome. So we'll have it inside a span. Inside the span, an I tag whose class will be FAS and another class will be F8 times. So this is the class for which will be recognized by the Font Awesome website, and it will provide it with the icon. It's taking time because it's fetching it through internet. So this is the icon which we'll be using. By using appropriate class names, you can fetch different icons. So this is it for the HTML part. Now let's get into the styling. The styling actually for this is very less. First we'll start by nullifying the browser's default settings, that is margin 0, padding 0, box sizing of box sizing of border box, and at last a font family of Poppins. This is a font which I use a lot. If you want to use the same font for your projects, then I will give a link in the description from where you can download and install it in your systems. Now to the body, we'll give it a background color of #091921. So now we are able to see this input field. Since it was white in color, therefore we weren't able to see it in the white background. Now a color of white. Yeah, this looks good. A display of flex, justify content of center. This will horizontally center align everything. And at last a text align of center. So this is it for the body tag. Now let's select our heading, increase its font size to 2em, provide it with some margins. So top of 3em, left and right of 0, and bottom of 2em. Yeah, this is looking nice. Now we'll have an input div and give it a position of relative. We gave it a position of relative because we need to position the cross icon in reference to this input field. So therefore it is necessary to give this one a position of relative. Now when we select our icon which is inside a span tag, we need to give it a position of absolute, so that we can position it in reference to this input whom we gave a position of relative. Now if we give it a right of, let's say, 10 pixels, so it will stick to the right corner of this input field. As I said, it takes a bit of time because my internet connectivity is a bit slow. So here we have got it in the right corner, and a bottom of 15 pixels so that it doesn't stick to this bottom border, and at last a cursor of pointer so that when I hover over it we get this pointer cursor and it looks clickable. So this is it for the styling part. Now let's get into the JavaScript. So in here what we need to do is whenever this cross button is clicked on, we need to clear the text whichever is inside this input field. So for that we'll give it an on click function. Let's call it clear text, and now in the bottom of the body tag we will define this clear text function. Yeah, so I'm using arrow functions. If you want to use the traditional method of defining a function, you can also use that. So first of all, we'll select our input field inside a variable. Let's call it name, then document.query selector hash name, because we gave the input field an id of name, so we can call it by hash name. And whenever this function is clicked on, we need to change its value to null. So name.value is equal to nothing. Let's hit save, and now when I type anything and click on this cross button, everything goes back to normal and we don't have any text in here. But the cursor also removes. That means the focus is also removed from this input field. But we want the focus to remain in this. So for that, what we need to do is name.focus. So this is the function which we'll be calling using the name variable. And now when I type anything and click on this icon, the text is removed as well as the cursor is placed over there. So this is exactly what we want. So as you might have seen, this is a very easy thing to do and it provides a great functionality to your input fields. Now if you like the video, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such amazing tutorials on CSS and JavaScript, and thank you for watching.